As we once again enter the month of ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. Not quite what I meant. It falls upon me to find some volumes from the vault appropriate for the season. And what could be more appropriate for a time of nightmares and supernatural terrors than a couple of family films? This particular family got its start as a set of comic strips in The New Yorker nearly a century ago, but my experience with their escapades is limited primarily to the TV show from the 1960s and a duology of films from the 1990s. Now, as much as I would love to revisit the TV series, I unfortunately lack a physical copy of those volumes in my vault. And my attention span is rotted out with the rest of my gray matter, so it's doubtful I could sit through a marathon of any TV show, no matter how high quality it is. So many passions and hobbies are lost to me now. But it just so happens that I have the movies on hand, and I'm glad for the chance to introduce them to all of you this month. The first film sees the eponymous family searching for their long-lost Uncle Fester, missing for over 2 decades. Desperate parents, Gomez and Morticia, are on the verge of giving up when a pair of con artists bring in a look-alike in a scheme to seize the Addams fortune. While some members of the family grow suspicious, the imposter finds himself falling more and more into his role. Will the Addams clan uncover the ruse before they turn destitute? And can this seemingly fake Fester resolve his own internal conflict of loyalties? The sequel sees a new addition to the Addams family, and the emergence of a lethal sibling rivalry as a result. Before the strife can lead to bloodshed, a rare case of bloodshed the family doesn't want, mother and father hire a nanny to keep Pugsley and Wednesday in check. A Herculean effort, to be sure. But the nanny has her own designs on the Addams assets, and sends the kids to summer camp. A bright, beaming hell on earth for introverts, I can tell you. To throw them off her trail. Will the remaining family catch on to their guest's scheme, or will their sense of courtesy cost them dearly? Rewatching these movies just reminds me how flawlessly they blend macabre humor with wholesome family sentiment. The Addams franchise is known for its cheerfully grim aesthetic, and both movies put that on full display. The family's wardrobe wouldn't look out of place on the attendees of a funeral, or the ones responsible for a funeral. They live in a haunted mansion filled with death traps, torture implements, and an underground vault. I wish my vault looked that nice. And destruction, chaos, and agony are just part of a family outing for them. And yet, it's all brought to life with such chipper, spirited energy that you can't help but love it. It's the sort of lifestyle I would be happy to live, if it hadn't landed me in this interminable prison sentence. But beneath the trappings of affable gothic horror lie 2 surprisingly wholesome tales of a close-knit family. Gomez and Morticia have been married for years, and are shown to still be madly in love with each other. And as devoted parents, the well-being of their children is their primary concern. Pugsley and Wednesday, in turn, are the dutiful children who follow their parents' wishes, talk to each other openly, and are happy playmates, in violent fashion as the case may be. Uncle Fester and Grandmama Addams are the eccentric relatives, eccentric being a very subjective term, mind you, who are happy to dote on the kids. And Lurch and Fang round out the ensemble as the ever-loyal hired help and faithful family friend, respectively. It may seem paradoxical, but this bizarre, twisted interpretation of an idyllic family life is the real heart of these movies. And it's an expert cast that breathes true life into this family dynamic. A set of ensemble films like these demands careful choice and talent, and there's not a mismatched role in the bunch. Everyone plays their part perfectly, and there's a good sense that everyone is having fun with their work. Even the stone-cold stoics. But I have to give special attention to Raul Julia as Gomez Addams. The man has a real fire in him during his performance, and he's clearly having the time of his life playing the Addams patriarch. It's easy to see why he was the most well-known part of the Street Fighter movie, but now I'm curious as to whether I can find any of his more serious roles stored here in the vault. The Addams Family movies are readily available in the usual physical formats: VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray, although the VHS tapes may be a little hard to find these days. And they can be purchased at reasonable prices, whether you want just one or a set of both. Now, if I had to choose between them, I would say I prefer the sequel by a very slim margin. It just seems slightly more focused in terms of cinematography, with more consistent performances for Pugsley and Wednesday. Both films are shelf-worthy, however, and they make for a fun viewing. Whether you're looking for some clever dark comedy or wholesome family bonding this Halloween season. Thank you for joining me in this brief look into the archives of my vault. If this story interests you, please feel free to like this video and to comment on what you enjoy about it. And if you would be kind enough to share this video, it will not only help my channel to grow, which I appreciate, but it will bring more attention to these older or lesser known works.